And last question, kind of a random one. It seems like some places you're named Ian Garry, other places it's Ian Machado Garry. What would you prefer us as media to call you, write you in stories and stuff? What do you want to be?
Ian Machado Garry. That's my name. It was UFC before. It was Ian Garry before I got into the UFC because I didn't get married. I'm married now. I have a family. Our names are Machado Garry.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. How are you, Paul?
Good, thank you. Ian, when you first got to the UFC, you even kind of embraced the new Irish star, a lot of comparisons to Conor, but you've embraced Brazil, which is something that he clearly didn't do. He went there and stole Aldo's belts. So I'm curious, we know that you have family there, but how did this sort of genesis to move down there begin, and was part of that to distance yourself from the Conor comparisons? Well,
firstly, he had a motive and a plan to do that, and what he did that day got into someone's head and essentially won him a fight. So that's phenomenal, and that's completely different. But the comparisons to Conor and everything that anyone could say is comparing me to an inspiration, an idol. I can only ever take that as a positive. But when you talk about connections to Brazil, my wife has family, my little boy has family that live in Brazil. I now have family with the Shoot the Box team, and the energy in Brazil is just different. You meet any Brazilian fighter or their team, you can see it and you can hear them from a mile away. It's different. The energy is very vibrant, very passionate, very colourful. And we've seen some of the best fighters in the world come out of Brazil, and it's because of that energy. So for me to be in Brazil and training with the likes of Shoot the Box and Charles Oliveira and doing jiu-jitsu with Damian Maia, it can only mean one thing for me, and it's success.
You know, Ireland is a predominantly Catholic nation, Brazil as well. There's the scene in Embedded where you guys are all saying the Lord's Prayer. Is that sort of helped the cultural immersion moving down there, and has faith always been a part of your life?
It wasn't always a part of my life. I didn't really understand or realize the connection that I've had, but I'm very blessed to have a very strong spiritual connection, and I feel like Brazil only empowers that. And to have people in Brazil that can speak so beautifully about this spiritual connection. There's a little guy, he's in the UFC, his name's Felipe. I swear to God, the guy has Jesus in him. Like, he is Felipe Daytona. What's his second name? Yeah, Felipe Daytona. He's a UFC fighter, lads. I'm telling you, that guy has got God in him. There's something different about the way that guy speaks. It hits you on a different level. And when you have people that care about you in such a special way, and that everyone locks arms. It was one of the biggest things that I seen before I went to Shoot the Box, was when Charles Oliveira was cutting weight in Abu Dhabi, and there's this famous photo of him, and he's lying down on the ground with the towel wrapped around him, and every single one of his teammates are all crossed arms saying that Lord's Prayer. There's no way you can't feel that energy, you can't absorb it, and you cannot go out and do amazing things with that.